If you're tired of scrolling, trying to find a simple offense that beats every defense, look no further in this video because I'm breaking down an easy one from the Trips X Nasty formation with 3 plays that destroy every defense. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so this Trips X Nasty, I'll have the playbooks on the screen that this formation is found in. I'm in the Buccaneers offense now. We actually have this game plan over on victoryformation.gg, but our first play is going to be this one. Motion stick wheel, okay? This is a great man-beating play, especially against press man-to-man coverage. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and put them in right here. Cover one hole. We're gonna press our defense, okay? When you see this guy manned up onto in press man coverage, like he's gonna be like that close to him, you call this play, okay? Again, motion stick post. All you're gonna do actually is block your running back. And against man coverage, I'd probably put my tight end on a drag, so now it's gonna look something like this. And look at this bumping that occurs sometimes. Now, right there, great defense by them. Ags are fantastic in this game. So when you're caged, just chuck one up, one-on-one coverage. You might come down with it right there. But that's really not what I'm talking about because, again, we're going to go back to this press. You're going to see on this right side a random, pick that can occur at any point in time when you call this play. And that's what you're looking for here to get. There it is. Random pick, and boom, lob touchdown over the top. Very, very easy. And it's really just because that outside corner is going to press this outside receiver, and he's going to jam him up just a little bit. This is what you're really trying to get. Jam, boom, bumps into him, and then you're able to just lob this over the top for an easy touchdown, okay? It really is that simple. I wouldn't say it's not going to happen every time, but that's why we have 2 other routes on the field that can beat man-to-man coverage. Really 3. Your posted beat can also beat man coverage here, but we have other routes on the field just in case this doesn't happen. Again, if they don't want to run press man-to-man coverage, you don't necessarily need to call this specific route combination out of this play because really the bumping won't occur unless they're pressed. Bumping doesn't occur here, so you got to hit that drag. Really, honestly, you just want to look to see if the bumping occurs and then get to your next read if it doesn't. Here, kind of looking, staring it down, trying to throw it for the video, but if the bumping doesn't occur, you don't really need to look over there, okay? They're going to be in a cover 2 right here, and when they're in a cover 2, what you can do is put your tight end on a streak. You can put your backside on a return route, and then you can actually leave this auto motion here. So boom, we have this. Now, you can throw this out here. It's almost like the crab route, a little bit, not quite as good as the crab route, but you know, it can be good, right? We're gonna put them right back in cover 2 right here. Let's just say they wanna call cover 2 hard flat because they wanna take away this swing route this time. Well, now what we're going to do is bring our guy in motion again, boom, and we're going to be looking for our wheel route down the sideline to Godwin. Make one guy miss after the catch in Madden 26, not that hard, and that's that play. Against zone coverage, against man coverage, you can really set that beautiful play up, motion stick post up the same way. All right, next I'm gonna be breaking down the best quick snap play in the game that's gonna have you with easy gains down the sideline. Let me show you. All right, so right here, this is just verticals again from this Trips X Nasty, and this is what I mean. The best quick snap play in the game, snap the ball. All you gotta do, snap the ball and make your read, okay? Right there, you're looking to get to cover 2, but you're looking down the sideline, okay? You're really just trying to take the snap, make this read. Boom, we see it's cover 2, and we're looking at that outside receiver right down the sideline, okay? You're also going to have boom, this drag open if, you know, their user's not in the middle of the field, right? Let's just go ahead and change up their defense a little bit. We're going to man up that Abuga route. So now that's going to be guarded. Well, now what you're going to see is you're just going to be able to look right up that seam, pass lead inside, Godwin touchdown, right? Very easy stuff. Kind of just playing a cat and mouse game with them. I mean, you can always just hit this swing route and try to make guys miss after the catch. I mean, picked up like 7-8 yards right there, you know, just on a running back swing route, which is beautiful for us. And then also you step up in the pocket and you might have that, you're gonna have that tight end if you're gonna have all day to throw. That tight end crosser can also do a great job, but mainly against cover 2, you're just looking down that sideline area for Shepard or that outside B receiver, whoever's in that spot. We talk a lot lot about cover 2, but if we go ahead and just put them in a cover 3, it's really the same thing here. We're taking the snap and we're looking right up the seam to Godwin right there. A lot of the time that safety is going to be coming down, which means that there's going to be a seam, you know, that's just wide open, and it's all about pattern recognition here. What do they want to call consistently, and how can we beat it? And this play is going to do a great job of that. Once again, poor match coverage there. Cover 3 match has absolutely no chance against this play. And then really the last thing to showcase with this play, we know it beats cover 2, we know it beats cover 3, but what about man coverage, BLT? Well, against man, you can really just put your running back on an out route here. So boom, out route, and then you can just see how that running back out route is going to do a great job a lot of the time against these linebackers who are going to be out there trying to defend it. And so it's just going to be an easy completion out there. But if, you know, they take that away, their man coverage does a good job of playing, right? You're just going to be able to see, boom, tight end has a chance to beat his man, you know, tight coverage there. But you can utilize freeform passing, something I didn't do right there, to try to get that ball just a little bit more out in front that receiver, and so that'll make their man coverage a lot worse. So yeah, that's what I would really say with this play. Verticals has the opportunity to beat all 3 coverages. All right, so it's going to be impossible to score points and win games in Madden 26 if you can't score in the red zone. Let me show you the best red zone play. All right, we're still in this trips X nasty formation. We're gonna come into quick fork zig right here. You see it, this Y button. We're gonna click the play and we're gonna respot the ball. All right, so I respotted the ball. Ball's now at about the 8-yard line here, okay? So really, all you have to do with this, I would put my tight end on a shriek and I would put my RB receiver on a flat. So now it's gonna look something like this. This is one of my favorite plays in the entire game because boom, you're gonna see take a snap, and it's almost like a slant and go route that outside B receiver runs. Basically, he waits for the zone logic to basically occur. He waits for this guy to run outside, boom, excuse me, this guy, curl flat defender, because he gets drawn outside by the flat, so boom, and then he goes. You see, the timing works perfectly. As soon as he leaves, boom, I'm in that area, fill that gap, throw it on time. And when you start to practice this play more, this will just be an easy routine one for you to hit. This is a vert hook, by the way, that has absolutely no chance because your slant route is moving the guy inside and making this an easy throw. Not to mention on the backside of this play, you're gonna have your zig open to a Mecca Ibuka or whoever is going to be in that spot. So boom, and now we throw it, and that's a great window. Get up to the 1, run the ball, second and goal, punch the ball in. But really, I mean, you can see how the middle of the field is very crowded here, and so your tight end might not be an open read, but you can always just take it and then hit this, you know, route right here, and that's a good 3 yards. So if the ball's a little closer, some of these other passes, you know, probably could be, you know, touchdowns here, but you're certainly always gonna just be able to throw that on time and just, I mean, that's just an easy walk-in touchdown. That's against cover 3. Here, if we go ahead and put them in cover 2, you're gonna see it's gonna be the same thing. Function very similarly. Boom, take it, throw it before the vertical gets there. That was not cover 2. That was actually man coverage that I put them in. Let's go ahead and put them in cover 2 this time. Boom, take it, throw it on time. It's all about the timing of the play. You have to make sure that you're throwing it as soon as that cloud flat, whoever is out there, runs out towards that flat, you're timing it up and throwing it. Boom, you see this guy now breaks outside to commit here. Now I throw it. And you can see, because you have to throw it before this vert hook realizes and is able to commit to it. You can see how the vert hook's actually able to make the tackle. We get up to the 1-yard line here. And then same thing on the backside of this play though. Boom, throw this. It's a tight window. Passing in the red zone, people talk about how it's impossible. It's just difficult because you have to really do a good job of hitting windows. If I threw that pass a second later, both of those zones would collapse on that route and, you know, taking it away. So in the red zone, it's all about reading their user and then attacking the windows as soon as you see them break open. Boom, throw it, touchdown. If I have to wait a couple more seconds, the pass is now open and now it looks like perfect defense. But that's the best red zone play out of this trips X nasty formation. All right, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what play's your favorite, any questions you might have about this trips X nasty formation. Again, I was in the Steelers playbook. Check out our game plan and victory formation, GG. But I just helped this player, and this player transform their game in Madden 26, and I want to make you next through my one-on-one coaching. Click here for more information. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.